Give us just a piece, just a crumb. tell you have
So
to.
my next single is "Make Me Feel."
Oh.
I'm so excited to drop this. I recorded it, I think during the time that Move For Me was doing its rounds.
Yeah.
I was in studio all the time because I was very inspired, very motivated, and I recorded this single. And yeah, it's called "Make Me Feel." It's very eclectic.
Yeah.
So that my sound is eclectic soul. So it's a fusion of things.
Yeah.
So that's what I like, because you never know what you're gonna get next.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like,
Nice.
just listen and
Nice.
you'll decide what it's like, you know. It has a bit of amapiano, you know,
Nice.
that amapiano
Very
vibe.
cool.
Very
cool.
subtle, but why
still,
not? It's
why
such
not?
a beautiful sound.
Very
Amapiano, and because of my musical ear that I've grown up with, I like, you know, with respect, taking from genres,
course.
or not even taking, infusing it, because I think that's what music is.
But I love that. I was watching something on YouTube, so of course I'm going to give a shout out to like one of my favorites as well, Post Malone.
Oh yeah.
And he's a millennial, so he listens to so many different genres of music, and he's inspired by all of them. And that's what he uses to form his art. It doesn't have to be just one thing. It's not just one lane anymore.
It's not.
Yeah.
And I like how you said anymore, because I mean it used to be very much, you know, pop, hip hop, the genres are very binary, and now it's like, you know.
Nice.
So yeah, back onto the next single. Sorry, "Make Me Feel" is gonna be, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's a feel good song. It's funny because someone asked me what is it about, and my lyrics are normally follow a very deep and soulful context. When I was writing this though, I wasn't in like a very deep mood. I was feeling very spicy. I was like, ooh,
cool.
You know, spicy. I talk about love. I talk about loving a man. So I'm really excited for everyone to hear it.
Very cool. I love it.
The deep stuff will come. You will hear it. But this one is like very special.
No,
so.
very cool. Okay, I can't wait. I really can't wait. Now, and I will be there first again. I'm gonna try. Could we use this opportunity to talk about your personal style? Because you're so interesting to look at. I don't say that about a lot of people. I'm gonna say that up front. But you're very interesting to look at. So let's talk about your brand and this choice. Why? And
which
but why? Like all of it. Like I think you're so exciting. I mean, just before we start rolling the camera, we was talking about you and lipstick.
Yeah.
Okay, and you've made a decision on that based on it's a preference, right? Yeah. But how did you build this aesthetically? And do you feel the pressures of the modern day, because there's a Hollywood look, there's a way that girls are meant to look in the world?
Yeah.
How do you not succumb to that? Because I can tell you, I'm having my weakest moments in this. This is rough for me.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I told you, I'm intermittent fasting. I'm ready to eat a table. Okay.
Yeah.
You need to get into the
real.
costume. You need to, yeah.
It's real.
So you don't tell me about that pressure.
The pressure is real. I won't even lie. I mean, and I think that's what makes me so open about my style, is acknowledging that there is pressure.
Yeah.
Acknowledging that there is standards or certain standards that some people, you know, adhere to or feel like this is the standard of the industry. Yeah. This is standard for a woman. Especially now being more in the spotlight and stuff. I think people are really they're sussing out to see where I fall, because they like to box you.
Yeah.
They like to say, okay, no, she's that, or okay, no, she's like the hippie, or no, I am me. And I think that's the most important part for me as my brand, as my artistry. I mentioned earlier, Boskasie is about being true. The name itself is about being true, but the person behind the name is that's very much my brand, being true to who I am.
Very cool.
Following my light, you know, exposing my light to the world. There is only one me.
Yeah.
So why not just show
Why
that,
not?
right? So there is pressure. I mean, it's all that we see in the magazines, on Instagram, you know, the sort of iconic or way to be. And for me, it's just like, I will say that it is tough sometimes, but sometimes I can wake up and I can be like, I'm so happy to be me in my own skin.
Wow.
You know, so
I love that.
It's very difficult sometimes, but the benefit and the love you give to yourself when you just love yourself, or when you feel good about yourself, is overtakes the other side much more.
I love it. I love
yeah,
it.
my style's very eccentric, it's very eclectic. I love mixing things. Like, I don't like one style. Like, yeah, I dress how I feel.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so now let me take you to, we're about to land, but I have to do the juicy bits now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You're a woman in the world, in a male-dominated world.
Yeah.
And what's been your journey in terms of your womanhood in the music industry? I mean, some people have it easier than others, okay? Let me acknowledge that. It's not rough for everyone. There's some people that, look at a woman, and a woman's an equal.
Yeah.
A woman's an equal. She's an equal contributor to the arts.
100%.
But for the most of it, it's not always like that.
No.
So what's your journey been like, and how do you combat against these powers and pillars that stand against us and subdue us? We're just a voice on a track. How do you go?
Wow.
How do you move beyond that?
Wow. I think I'm still finding my place in terms of being a woman in the industry.
Sure.
I like to just see myself as a person in the industry, but unfortunately we don't have that privilege.
Yeah.
The fact that I have boobs, it means that I have a certain stamp put on me and a certain expectation, a certain pressure. So it's a constant battle, and I suffer from anxiety, and I'm always like, oh my gosh, like, you always have to be thinking of, what do they want, what do they see, but also then you have to come back to yourself, and it's like, yo, this is about you, like, this is about you. You have to push your narrative so that females in the years or generations to come have the power to not have these kinds of confusions or about who they are, where they stand in the industry. So it's a very sensitive topic for me. I always I'm surrounded by men a lot of the time, even where I live in my studio space. It's men. I love them dearly.
Yeah.
But sometimes they don't realize that their input, their expectation is something. It affects me.
Wow.
So I always have to take a step back and always come back to myself and
Very good.
remember my power.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's very good. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of up-and-coming artists who are going to watch this. I'm an up-and-coming artist. What's
I'm so excited for it.
any nuggets, any piece of advice, any cautionary tale, anything that you want to say, avoid that or do that, anything that you want to leave with us? Because I think this is going to be so helpful, because you know the grind.
Yeah, 6 years and counting. I think, if I haven't said this enough, stay true to who you are. I think that's going to be your difference. The industry is always looking for different, and people always go out to look for a different. But they are the difference.
Wow.
You are, what's in you is the difference, because there's no one else like that. So remember that you are the difference. That's the first one. Secondly, don't overcalculate your moves. Don't overcalculate your moves. If you're meant to be here or on this journey, it will manifest in that way. So trust it.
Very cool.
Trust it. I often see people that are like, I need to be blowing up now. Time. I'm not getting where I'm supposed to be. It's like, chill, it's coming. Just trust. If you trust in your gift and your art enough, it will come.
Wow, I love that.
So, patience.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thank you for
coming
having
out.
me.
I love it. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on this segment of Building Atlas with the amazing Boskasie.
Thank you for having me.
We're only going to go from good to great. I'm so excited about everything. I'm excited about this next phase, and I will catch you on the next one. Until then, let's be good to one another. Let's love on the world because it needs it. And let's make some good music. Why not? Yeah. Catch you then.